I was duped into believing something that they said happened, but then again, it didn't happen. What do I mean? So, before we get this started, Casanova, when he first originally got arrested, said he was innocent. That, oh, he took some pictures of some weed and sent it to his people and was like, this is how we smoking in Cali. And then he said an incident where his homeboy actually shot at somebody who was a Crip that was gang banging, and then Cash like, you want to die, basically like, homie, is up. But those two stories didn't make sense. Exclusive, baby. Recording artist Cassanova sentenced to 188 months in prison for gang-related racketeering and narcotics offenses. Damian Williams, the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, announced that recording artist Caswell Sr., aka Casanova, was sentenced today by U.S. District Judge Philip M. Halperin to 188 months in prison for racketeering and narcotic offenses arising out of his leadership role in the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation Bloods gang. As a part of the racketeering conspiracy, Senior participated in a shooting in Florida on July 5, 2020, and a robbery in New York City on August 5, 2018, and conspired to traffic over 100 kilograms of marijuana. The U.S. District Attorney Williams said Caswell Sr. is not just a notorious recording artist, but he is also a high-profile leader of a vicious street gang and a magnet for gang violence. At a crowded Miami house party, Sr. personally fired a gun that seriously injured and could have killed the victim, inciting a shootout. Further, Senior's stature in the community was central to Gorilla Stone's successful recruitment and nationwide expansion. Today's sentencing, along with the other significant sentences that have been imposed in this case, shows once again that gang life is not worth it and will lead to many years in prison. According to the indictment, public court filings and statements made in the court, since at least 2004, Gorilla Stone has been a brutally violent street gang with the national presence that was founded by Senior's co-defendant, Dwight Reed, aka Dick Wolf. Gorilla Stone has many members across New York State, including throughout New York City, Westchester, and the New York State prison system, and all over the country, such as in Florida, where Senior engaged in a substantial criminal conduct. Gorilla Stone is comprised of various sets or caves, as they are being called by gang members. Gorilla Stone is a highly organized and efficient street gang with an organizational commitment to violence that strictly enforces its internal laws. Senior's Gorilla Stone co-defendants were charged with a host of crimes committed in furtherance of their joint enterprise. Some of the charges, against Gorilla Stone members include racketeering conspiracy, various frauds, a large-scale narcotics conspiracy that Senior actively participated in, myriad of firearm offenses, and numerous acts of violence, including a daytime murder of a juvenile in the middle of Poughkeepsie Street, multiple attempted murders and shootings, including two in Florida, in which Senior was involved, a gunpoint drug-related robbery, and a brutal slashing. For over a decade, Senior participated in was associated with Gorilla Stone racketeering conspiracy. Senior was a powerful, respected, high-profile member of the gang. Senior admitted that he was an organizer or leader of a criminal activity that involved 5 or more participants. Senior joined the gang while incarcerated over a decade ago and has remained an active member ever since, including upon his release from custody from a prior case in 2013 as a part of the racketeering activity on or about July 5, 2020, while in Florida for a gang member's birthday. Senior shot a gun at a gang member with whom he was having a gambling dispute, hitting one gang member in the leg, calf area, and a second different gang member in the foot. When the bullet ricocheted, the victim suffered a serious bodily injury because of the shooting and was treated at Miami Area Hospital for a gunshot wound to the foot. Thereafter, other party attendees, including a member of Gorilla Stones, discharged multiple firearms. Additionally, as a part of an August 5, 2018 robbery at a Manhattan diner that Senior participated in, a victim was restrained and suffered serious bodily injury. The robbery started when Senior appeared to believe that a female took a photo of him from the booth where the victim was sitting. Senior then proceeded to forcefully take the victim's cell phone. Senior's gang member associate then came up behind the victim and put her in a headlock until she fell to the floor unconscious from lack of oxygen. Senior further agreed to traffic at least 100 kilograms of marijuana during an approximate 9-month period. Senior was responsible for distributing between 100 kilograms and 400 kilograms of his personally branded 2 times marijuana. Senior, 36 years old, of Montville, New Jersey, previously pled guilty on May 11, 2022 before Judge Halprin to 1 count of conspiring to conduct and participate in the conduct of the affairs of a criminal enterprise throughout a pattern of racketeering activity, and 1 count of conspiring to distribute over 100 kilograms of marijuana. In addition to the prison term, Senior was sentenced to 4 years of supervised release in order to forfeit $50,000. Senior is a 12th defendant in the Gorilla Stone case to have been sentenced. The 11 other defendants who have been sentenced by Judge Halpern are, I'm going to just say their gang names. Donnie Love was sentenced to 248 months in prison. Baby was sentenced to 234 months in prison. JC was sentenced to 207 months in prison. Untouchable Dot, 110 months in prison. Trap Smoke got sentenced to 9 years in prison. Black was sentenced to 97 months in prison. Trouble was sentenced to 8 years in prison. Flo was sentenced to 8 years in prison. Chino was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Zay was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Easy was sentenced to 3 years in prison. 5 additional defendants have pled guilty and are awaiting sentencing. That's Don, Ammo, and Stacks, Black, Rob, and Luxury. Mr. Williams praised the outstanding investigative work of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, that's the FBI, Westchester County Safe Street Task Force, which is comprised of special agents and task force officers from the FBI, U.S. Probation, New York State Police, New York State Department of Corrections, and Community Supervision, New York City Police Department. I ain't reading all this stuff. In the words of Adam, you lied. You lied. You lied. Bruh, you shot it out with your own people at a birthday party? Then your homeboy decided to choke out a female? Cass, they can have you. You got 15 years, homeboy. They can keep you, my guy. It is what it is. Now I get it. Internal beefs and all that. And homies shoot at homies and all that. I'm very familiar with all that. Very. But nigga, you suffer the consequences of your actions. And with that being said, bruh, Cass, you gonna get out old as hell. Ain't nobody gonna care about you. Come back to the streets. You gonna be the old head. What you gonna do then? Your girl is not gonna hold it down. Somebody about to pluck her brains out. You better hope that all these cats who are your rap friends and everything like that, they can help you. Or that you have music put up in music videos that you could drop. But I'm gonna be honest with you. After this come out about your homeboy choking out a female, bruh, I don't see how you pop anymore. You niggas look lame. Like, it's stuff like this where we try to say free the real and all this, but nah, bruh. Like I tell y'all in my videos, support the real again. My niggas would have never did nothing like that. And I'll keep it authentic with you. But, you know what some people gonna get on here and say, that ain't the truth, that ain't the truth, that ain't the truth. What you plan out to is what you got. You got 15 years. I was gonna do the other video where, you know, cuz got stabbed up and everything. But what happened was he got stabbed in the head and stabbed in the hands in a defensive posture. But it's kind of crazy. Because Roland Martin, a.k.a. Roland Murder, did the same thing and got 66 months. Which he got to reduce from his 15-year sentence. I believe what happened is they didn't go for that because there was no real poking. It was all slashing like this. So you set up your own people to do it that way. That's why they didn't buy that goddamn story, because that story didn't make sense. I read the whole entire report of what actually happened when Cuz gets stabbed up. And when you're thinking about it, Cuz got stabbed in the back of the head. Why not right there? Why not stabbing? Why none of that? Huh? If I'm stabbing you, I'm trying to kill you. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. Am I spazzing? Am I tripping? Or y'all with me, bruh? choking out women, that's a no-no. I don't know. But subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified, and share to keep your people aware. I'll catch you in the next one. Clips! All right, man, so y'all know we just hit 1,000 subs. We're trying to get to 10,000 subs. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help us out, help us out. I'll catch y'all at the 10,000 sub mark. New video dropped in. We out, y'all.